Consider becoming a YouTube member for only 99 cents a month. It gets you access to private Discord channels, special emotes, and other goodies. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Fry, and today, another Dead Matter update, July 24th update. And I haven't read it yet, but I am just so hoping for a closed alpha portion. I can see a big part here, so we're going to get into it. We finally have a light at the end of the tunnel. While we have not fully solved the issue that we are having pressed on from us from a legal side, it looks like that by the start of next week, we should have things squared off. So, good. They go on to say this is great news because as of today, we have all of our launch infrastructure in place. If things continue to move forward smoothly next week, as they have been, then we will be initiating our launch. However, for the sake of transparency, and because we have never launched a project of this scope or scale before, we will be doing a slow rollout. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Closed alpha is upon us. First things first, because Indiegogo's API does not properly report refunds to our backend. Ooh, that's gonna be that's gonna be a little bit of a mess, I think. And because of our limited payment processing methods that are available to us, we will be initiating a 2-week countdown. You can think of this as the launch countdown for the closed alpha. Okay, so it's going to be a slow rollout over the next couple of weeks, as long as everything goes good at the beginning of next week with this legal shit that they've been dealing with. Shortly after we initiate the Indiegogo countdown, we will be having our partners at Nitrado. Nitrado is their server provider, bring a portion of the servers online, and we will start to trickle our partners into the project. They will be acting as guinea pigs and will help us identify any key issues or potential problems that come up so we can address them before launch. I am one of those partners. So, next couple of weeks here, ladies and gentlemen. Just before the countdown comes to an end on Indiegogo, we'll be spinning our servers up and getting ready for the floodgates to be opened. If you guys want to be a part of the closed alpha, you need to go to Indiegogo. I'll have the link to buy into it down below if you guys want to do it. If not, just wait for us to go through all the bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, this is going to be their first alpha test, like outside of the development. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting. Though I do suggest you register an account ahead of time so you can redeem your keys the moment they become available. After the countdown is complete, they'll start disbursing keys via qisoftware.ca. That is their website. They say it is almost time, and we are beyond excited to get this game into the hands of all of our amazing backers that have not only put their money behind the project, but also motivate us to be the best possible developers. And the patience here, all while showing us a great deal of patience and respect. 100%. I am so fucking ready to go. We're also gamers at heart, and we understand how much of a risky purchase any crowdfunding game could be. I totally agree. That's one thing. I get a lot of people who ask me how to buy into it, but I also, for me personally, even though I'm a Dead Matter partner, I never want to be like, here's the links, guys, go check it out, go buy into it. I never want to do that, because to me, if the game turns out to be trash, and we don't know it yet, but if it turns out to be a ready or not situation, that's just more people that I have actively, you know, talk like, hey, here's a link, here, just shove it in your face. I never ever really wanted to push that link out there because we just don't know. And at least the developers are recognizing that as well. Common closed alpha questions. What is the legal issue holding back the release? Yeah, this has been asked so many times. While we have been advised to not divulge too many specifics, it is essentially a trademark dispute that required a bit of back and forth on what was okay and what was not. Interesting. So that could be... Okay, I've heard a rumor that it was to do with one of the buildings in the game. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if that's absolutely true. Trademark dispute could be anything from a logo on a building to a weapon to, you know, with weapon licensing. We saw Escape from Tarkov run into that same problem. What was that, last year? It could be a lot of things. I heard a rumor that it was a building, but I don't know if that's true. Essentially, there's a company pissed off that they're doing something with their logo. There's probably a likeness issue as well. Geez, like let's just get over that hump and get to this fucking test. Isn't the closed alpha supposed to be out by the end of July? We made sure to deliver weekly updates to keep you guys informed, and I have been making these videos every week to keep you guys in the loop for those who don't necessarily follow this so closely like people like I do. It is incredibly soul-crushing for us. While the issue is nearly dealt with, we have a responsibility to make sure that the CA works when we say that it's available. They say, to be blunt, we hate it when we promise a date and cannot follow through on it. And I totally get it, man. I've had people in my DMs reaching out, telling me to call these guys out, telling me to blast them for missing dates. And while I can understand the frustration, I too am frustrated with the problems here. At the end of the day, man, we're all going to be playing this game anyway. As much as these people who are out here being like, oh, I'm refunding, you know, Big Fry, why don't you fucking blast these guys in a video? This is bullshit. We're all going to be playing it. And if you're not, well, I mean, I guess you're missing out. But at the end of the day, if it's a good game, it's a good game, right? That's all I'm hoping for at this point. Why is there an NDA in place? NDAs on early builds of software are commonplace. However, content creators that are partnered with us will be given plenty of opportunities to release gameplay clips or even stream the game on Twitch and YouTube. I am so looking forward to it, man. What if X feature is missing from Vlog Y? I looked forward to it. The definition of an alpha is feature incomplete but playable. If something is missing, it likely had some issues or content that the system drives was not adequately developed in time for the closed alpha. So we don't know exactly what this alpha is going to be, and obviously once we get into the closed alpha, I can't talk about it until they give us the green light. If it's one of those things where they're gonna get me or get their partners to be like, hey guys, you can cover the game, you can talk about these certain things, but don't show this stuff, I'm gonna be a little, like, it's weird. I understand it, but I'm still gonna be a little disappointed. I feel like, now it also depends on how early or how late into this alpha we actually get to cover it. I can't imagine we're going into closed alpha here next week, and then 2 weeks after that we're going to be able to stream the game and showcase it. I have a feeling that's not going to come until probably, at this point, November, December, January. But I hope that when we do get to show it, they are confident enough to be like, go in and show everything. That's what I'm hoping that this turns into, but again, we'll see. There's no point in speculating on what it's going to be like because we just don't know. Kyle has continued working on bug fixes for occasional crashes on dedicated server, other miscellaneous bug fixes, implementing the door barricades into player construction that were shown last week. Again, chains on doors, wood on doors. So yeah, you guys can see the video here, them putting the chains on the doors, and all I gotta say about this little clip is if the game runs this well, once we get into the closed alpha, I'm good to go. Like, this looks, it looks like it performs well enough. I mean, we haven't seen like full running around gameplay, but it doesn't look like it's dropping frames that much. The snow particles look a little framey, but I don't know if that's just the particle effect or if the game is actually lag. I don't know yet. It's a good thing players can keep their eyes open underwater because this is gorgeous. Okay, so we got some water gameplay here, some swimming gameplay, and again, just moving through here, it looks like it's running pretty well. On the subject of barricades, Nomad has implemented 2 basic traps for player settlements. The first is a barbed wire trap that can be placed anywhere in a player's base. Players will not be able to craft these, but instead must find bundled barbed wire stacks around the map in order to place them. Interesting, okay. The second trap is an electrified fence kit. Nice. I was actually wondering when they showed off fortifications if this was going to be something that we would see. Players can construct this addition. It does exactly what you think it does if players try to cross the fence. I wonder if it has any correlation to how it's going to interact with AI like zombies. But cool. Dude, we got electric fences, baby. Gunslinger has gotten zombie looting implemented in time for the closed alpha. Now your uninvited guests will have a little something on them to make it worth your ammo. Interesting. I don't know why. I kind of assumed that was already there. But okay, now it is. Good to go. Nahito has been working on the not-so-little details that players will be able to find in rural areas. Yes, Alberta has quite a few farms, and those farms needed equipment. Totally agree. This is... This is exactly what you see when you drive on the highways of Saskatchewan and Alberta. You look to the right and left, and it's nothing but farms. So I'm glad to see that they're staying true to form. Hax has been working on more R700 animations, such as magazine variant reloads and ammo checks. You guys can see some of the stuff here. He's also been working with our other animators to get single round reloading implemented for the revolver. Okay, that actually looks really good. Yo, play that again. Look at this. Hold on. Do they do it again or... Okay, hold on. Come on, show it again. Look at this. He actually, dude, that animation is slick. I actually fuck with that. On top of that, they've gotten animations ready for the staple pistol for the survival games, the Makarov. Okay, ooh. Wait, is that the ammo check? I think that was the ammo check. Oh, and look at the, oh man. As a bonus, the shooting range mentioned in last week's post will have a shooter challenge area. Okay, cool. And then that's pretty much it. That wraps up this development update. Thank you for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, we are essentially 2 weeks away from having everybody in Dead Matter. I don't know if we're to expect a weekly update next week. To be honest, I wasn't going to upload a video on this unless that closed alpha portion was a lot bigger than a single paragraph. If it was another week of, hey guys, yeah, we're still working, still working on getting the thing fixed, I would have been done. It would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna come back to Dead Matter when we can actually, talk about something other than polishing, door chains. Just being completely honest, it was getting a little frustrating after last week. But here we are. Closed alpha is upon us. The developers have obviously been frustrated with this as well, so I feel for them. I'm ready to go. I want to start getting my server sponsor on board here. They mentioned their partners at Nitrado, bringing I think it's called Nitrado or Nitrado, whatever. They have told us pretty much since the beginning that the server providers are going to be able to host servers for this game. So the biggest thing that I have to do now is get Host Havoc, who sponsors all of our Arma 3 servers. I want to get them on board for this game, because if they can sponsor a server for us to go in, test everything, starting in the next couple of weeks, that would be insane. If you guys want to participate in the server testing, the way it's going to go, and I've mentioned this in other videos, we are going to be hosting one server that is going to be completely whitelisted with very trusted members of our community, people who have been active, people who are in Twitch chats and talking in Discord, and people that we know are going to not just come in and troll and grief and just KOS. We want to jump in, we want to get together in groups, and we just want to test the functionality of everything. And that means going into buildings we can go in, checking to make sure that there's no clipping issue. Like, we want to go the fuck in, and we want to create a section on our Discord for testing that we can then just take and pass off straight to the developers, a long laundry list of this is everything that Big Fry's community has come up with. If you guys are in that server and you can record, we're going to be doing all of that stuff, because video, not proof, but like video evidence of bugs is the best way to really showcase what it is that we're talking about. If you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you are in the Discord. The Discord for us is linked down below. And we don't know a lot of information about what this server is going to, when it's going to happen. I know that they said they added whitelisting to it. We don't know any of that information yet. Once that server is able to go up, after we all get our keys, then it's going to start, okay, let's figure out who the hell's getting in on this. Let's test. We're here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.